So next morning, and it's gone off solid now, and I can build on top of this now, and I'll just show you what I mean. If I take that, use that old wall as the level and to the frame, and you can see behind there's quite a big gap, look, quite a big gap, and I've got to fill that there. It's well over ½ inch there, and I've got to fill that out. So that's what I want to do. I've got my mix there, look. I'm going to fill it out, and then we'll show you what happens next. I'm not sure if you can see this properly, but the top half I've filled in. I'm not sure if you can see, like there's little dints here. I've done it with this small trowel, or a float, as we call it. And if you go across, you will see anything that's left. Like there's hollows there, and you just fill that in with a normal trowel and rub it down again, and you'll get a flat surface that way. Okay, so the wall's done. I don't know if you can see that, it's pretty flat, and you use this trowel, this type of trowel. It's a plastic trowel, and you just go around in circular motions like that, and it really will come flat, and that's good enough. When that's gone on tomorrow, I'm going to paint all this, get this racking up, and we'll have a lot more space in here. So I've got this wall done, painted. I've got a couple of little racks on there, and I've got this little table that goes in underneath to make more storage space, and I've really rearranged everything, and I've started removing these tanks. They are huge tanks, and there's 3, and they're all connected up with this pipe work. I don't know how many gallons they hold, or litres, whatever you want to convert to, but I've got one out. I've got the first one out. This place is going to be huge, so we can now take the second one out and the third one out, because they're all dismantled now, and they're quite easy to move to via the handle at each end. So we'll get these out, and I'll show you what's behind there. I'm expecting a few mice and other animals, maybe, I'm not sure, because I leave this shed door open a lot, and I have seen mice in here before. That's the second one gone. This is the last one, and you can see now. I'm going to go to this end, just how long this is. We've been wasting a lot of space, and we need this space. It's maybe 35 feet to the other end there, and we're going to start utilising this space now. So got the last 2 lines up. I've painted the wall now. I mean, it's not like what you have for your living room, but it's only a storeroom. And you can see I've got the last 2 lines up. I'm a few brackets short, which I've got to buy tomorrow. Then I can get some wooden shelves on there. And I've got literally tons and tons of shelving space now, and I need it, really. Got so much crap in this place, so much crap to get rid of. It's incredible. Got all the tanks out. I don't know if I've already filmed this or not. All I've got to do is to paint up there, look, paint this side down there, and this place has done. Tons of room in here now, lots of shelving space. Make a little bit more plasterwork to do here. I might take this all off because it's hanging off. Listen, it's hollow behind there, so that wants to come off. Another couple of lights in here, and we're done. I've fixed my bike, put a new back wheel on the bike, but there's something not quite right with it. I'm going to have a look at that, try to get that done. I'd like to get biking again. Last time I was biking and swimming, I got right down to 83 kilo. Don't know what that is in pounds, but 2¼ pound is 1 kilo, so figure it. I'm going for a swim in a minute because I've been working my butt off today. It's lovely and warm, but I've started the next project actually, and because it's getting on my nerves, because every time it rains it floods down here, and I've got to try and stop that. I did really want to get the roof and the guttering done before I started it, but I've decided I can do this top end with safety. You can see what I'm trying to do here. Look, you can see I've got this marker post in there, that marker post in there. I'm going to do that square there flat. I'm trying to make it flat. I'm taking the soil out and throwing it back there and continuing with that rockery along there. And then I'll put a step in here, a few bricks long, maybe step it up because the ground does rise there, so I'll put maybe 2 bricks in that end. And then they'll run behind this drain here. I've got to have access to that drain, so I'll run bricks up there, bricks along there to that post there, and then back down there, and then I'll concrete this so we've got access to that and it's really flat. And then from here onwards, so that's going to be really flat. You can see I've got half a square yard of soil to take out there and throw back there to bring that flat again. And then from there I'm going to put a straight edge down there and see how much height we lose over about 12 feet, and divide that by 2, and then put a step in there however deep it wants to be. So in other words, if it's 2 foot there, there'll be a 1 foot step in there, and then that should drop reasonably, and I'll do the same again and again till we get down the bottom. So there you go. So that's the next project. That's what I'm working on now, and now I'm going for a swim. We're going to get on with this garage roof now, but there's a bit of preparation work to do before we start that. All the wood is completely rotten. When I strip the roof off, I'll show you the state of the wood and you won't believe it. So I've got some wood. It was already here when we came here. It's been sat outside for 3 years, so it's probably infested with woodworm. I know some parts are. I'm trying to cut them out. So what I'm doing is I'm treating this wood with woodworm killer. Okay, then maybe after I'll do it with some wood preserver. I'm doing each side and giving it a good coat because I don't want to be doing this roof again when I'm 94. This has got to last my lifetime, whatever I've got left of it. So I want to make sure I'm doing a good job, and I've got about 7 of these to do. I've done one already over there and it's drying out in the sun, and they're well over 3 meters long. I need something about 3 meters long, or 280, but I'm not going to cut these down till I know exactly, because that roof up there is in a real bad way, and it's very unprofessional, the guy that done it before. So we've got to take this whole roof off, and we've got to literally start again. And when I've done that, I'll be able to renew the guttering, because if you have a look, she'll show you that guttering, the way it's hanging over the end there. That's a stink pipe on the end, or a toilet from what gets rid of your waste products, bodily waste products. I don't know what it's doing there for guttering, but there you go. Some people don't have a clue, do they? So I'll be able to do that properly and get that done. So I'll come back to you when I've got the rest of these done, and then I will film it again when we've got that roof stripped off. See you in a bit.